going on YouTube, man? It's your boy AGI, man. Aussie goes international, man. Today we're gonna be getting into how Australia became the most feared team in cricket. And since we're on the topic of teams, man, who's the team that you support, man, internationally, bro? Or it could just be a club that you love, or it could just be a league that you love, bro. Just let me know. And also, how can I forget, man? Happy New Year to every single one of y'all boys who clicked on this video, man. Thank you. And also, man, if you're new to the channel, make sure you're gonna like, comment, and subscribe, man. Turn the post notifications on to all that you never miss a single upload in the near future, my boy. Also, 2026 is the year that we are going to be doing live cricket watch-alongs. Make sure you go to hit the description, man. We have all the links there. Make sure you follow the Twitch, all right? It's either going to be on YouTube or it's going to be on Twitch. But if you have Twitch, go ahead and follow the Twitch. And I would love to literally have y'all inside of the chat, bro. Like, this will be my first time ever going live on this account, bro, and watching cricket with y'all. But without further ado, let's go and get straight into the video, baby. Let's go and see how Australia became the most feared team in cricket, man. Let's do it.
In the history of cricket, only one team is feared as the most dominating side. Across many different eras, the Australian war machine has rampaged across the cricketing world. They have defeated and conquered teams across every major period of cricketing history.
Australia have won the world.
Wait, this is the World Cup 2003. When is the next World Cup in cricket? Bro, I hope the next World Cup is maybe like this year or 2027, bro. Oh my gosh, maybe I can hopefully go to this shit.
History.
You know what I'm saying?
Australia have won the World Cup.
A country that has procured some of the deadliest batsmen.
Oh my goodness gracious me!
Maxwell.
Where do you get that from? This is not natural. It is far from that.
Terrifying pacers.
He's knocked him over with a ripper.
Deadliest spinners.
Wait, who is that?
Knocked him from that.
Terrifying pacers.
Oh! He's knocked him over with a ripper.
Deadliest
Who's
spinners.
that? Is that my boy Shane? I think I got. Hey, listen, last time I couldn't remember his face. I think that's my boy Shane right there.
Is incredible.
My boy Shane
Some
Warren.
of
I
the
think that's
outright
him.
greatest cricketers of all time. A team that has destroyed the Indian super team to secure a shocking 6th ICC World Cup crown.
Wow.
For the 6th time.
This is Team Sportica, and today we deep dive into the history of the most feared team of cricket history, Australia. As a former British colony, Australia was one of the first nations to be exposed to the game of cricket. There has been evidence that cricket was played in Australia as far back as the early 19th century.
Damn.
But one of the most iconic Australian cricket moments took place in the late 19th century. In 1882, an English newspaper called the Sporting Times published a satirical obituary. It contained the iconic declaration that English cricket was dead and that the body will be cremated and the ashes taken to Australia. Their next tour of Australia was dubbed as the quest to regain the ashes.
And you know, I love asking this question. I always ask this question, bro, especially for the new people or even like the old people that's clicking on this video. When did y'all start watching cricket? You know what I'm saying? Like when? Like how old were you? You know what I mean? If you can remember that, if you can go back then, you know what I'm saying, and remember when did you start watching cricket, I would love to, you know, have that, you know what I'm saying, in my comment section to see it.
All of us can be sure that
the
the writers at the Sporting Times couldn't have ever imagined their words had kicked off the fiercest rivalry in all of cricket, the Ashes.
The controversial second
Australia
Ashes
versus
test has
England.
gone all the way to the top, with Prime Minister Anthony Albanese and his
that
British
a gold
counterpart
medal,
Rishi
baby?
Sunak bowling bouncers at each other.
What do you think of the Ashes so far?
I think England's going on like idiots.
British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak came out swinging, accusing the Australians.
I spoke to Piers Morgan last night, and Piers has said that he will come on our show when England win the series 3-2.
Oh, so I'm not coming on,
Are you
obviously,
serious?
Even now, the Ashes Test series between England and Australia has managed to remain as the most intense series in all of Test cricket. On the other hand, the emergence of the Ashes rivalry heavily popularized Test cricket across Australia. This led to the creation of the Sheffield Shield, which has remained the most prestigious first-class tournament in Australia. It has been the backbone of Australia's current
that's a good catch
international
right there.
success. The iconic rivalry in England meant that
Beautiful
the
wicket.
Aussies constantly invested in their domestic setup in order to regularly compete with the English and other test-playing nations.
They win this Ashes series 4-0.
This has led to brilliant Aussie cricketers coming out of the pipeline. The most influential players to come out of the Ashes rivalry was Sir Don Bradman.
Sir
During
Don
his peak,
Bradman.
he was the
Y'all heard? No, not heard. Y'all told me about Bradman, bro. I haven't reacted to him yet. You know what I'm saying? I haven't reacted to him yet, but y'all have definitely told me about Bradman. I've seen his name a couple times in my comment section, so I'm gonna try to get to that. The next video that I do, I'm gonna try to let that be the next video for sure.
The most dominant batsman in the Test arena. By the time he had retired, he had sealed his place as the best batsman of all time. Emerging during the post-World War I era, he still held the record for the highest Test average of all time.
Bradman played a total of 52 Test matches for Australia before famously ending his extraordinary career with a duck, leaving the game with an average of 99.94. Still, the highest standing average by any player in the game.
Wow.
But more importantly, he's gone to inspire countless future Aussie cricketers. Many cricketers have also called him the best cricketer of all time. However, the Second World War caused a halt in Australian cricket. After the war ended, the Aussies reignited their rivalry with the English and even had an entertaining rivalry with the emerging West Indian team. They were still a successful team that could easily beat most teams, but this era would end up preceding a more chaotic decade. The 70s would be marked by constant conflict between the players and the administrators. After the tensions intensified, many rebel cricketers participated in a breakaway series called World Series Cricket, which was backed by a media tycoon. This one tournament caused a harsh divide to emerge in Australian cricket. The ugly rivalry severely harmed their intentional performances as some of their best players were not allowed or refused to play. During this time, a group of rebel cricketers went so far as to break sanctions to go on a tour of apartheid-era South Africa. By the early to mid-80s, Australian cricket had descended to a shameful state. It was undoubtedly their low point. But the Aussies wouldn't stay down for long. They have a habit of always bouncing back. After resolving their precious disagreements with their cricketers, they set their sights on getting back to their rightful place at the top. Gradually, they built momentum after fighting hard-fought matches against the best teams, but their true comeback was during the 1987 Cricket World Cup. Although it may be surprising now, Australia was not considered as a strong contender back then. They were seen as underdogs and were written off early.
Well, if you'd seen us that night.
I love underdog stories, bro. Especially in football, like slash soccer, bro. I love hearing like underdog teams, bro. Underdog teams, bro. Bro, it's so fire to see like a story when they start from literally at the bottom. And it's like, they over there getting beat, they over here getting knocked out of the lead. Like they over here, you know what I'm saying? XYZ. And they say no, boom. They say no, boom. They just start winning stuff. Start winning everything.
Like good sorts, and then all of a sudden people realise late in the evening, hang on, we've still got quite a few games to go here. But look, it was enormous.
But this absolutely did not stop them from shocking the cricketing world by winning the tournament. In the final, they defeated none other than their fiercest rivals, England.
They take two and listen to the acclaim to be cheered by 90,000 spectators. At Eden Gardens, Calcutta.
That is here 90,000?
Australia's joy and England's misery.
The team was rejuvenated under the leadership of Captain Alan Border and head coach Bob Simpson. The training sessions were grueling for the players. In addition to this, he also imposed a strict drinking ban. His tactics instilled a professional mentality among the squad and would bring them long-lasting success. In the long run, this shocking triumph would reignite cricket's popularity in Australia. Nowadays, it is fondly remembered as the turning point of Australian cricket.
We'd come out of a pretty struggling couple of years as far as results go for Australian cricket, and really started to sort of turn things around as far as our results, and from that point we started to get more and more success.
In the next Ashes tour in 1989, the Aussies began a long streak of dominance. They heavily defeated England by a 4-0 margin to retain the Ashes.
4-0?
This would just mark the start of their Test cricket dominance as they went on to hold the Ashes for the next 16 years. As they entered the 90s, a brilliant new generation of young Aussie cricketers, such as Shane Warne and Glenn McGrath, began to emerge. These two in particular would form the base for a bowling attack that would go on to terrorize opposition.
And you know, when I first got to Shane, I thought the ball was coming fast, but y'all said it was slow and had a spin. I used to call it a curve, I ain't gonna lie to you, but y'all had corrected me, and I appreciate that, you know what I'm saying? Because like when I'm wrong, y'all obviously know I'm new, you know what I'm saying? So I love getting corrected, bro. If I'm wrong, bro, the more knowledge I know, the more knowledge I know, bro, the better. So I appreciate y'all boys for even correcting me, you know what I'm saying? Even answering questions when I even ask. So I really say I appreciate that. But yeah, bro, y'all, I thought the ball was bowled fast by Shane, But when you actually look at it, it's like a slow paced ball, but it's a spin. You know what I'm saying? And it's fire to see it, bro. Like, I might have to react to him again, bro. Sometime soon, bro. Like,
however,
that was fire.
The next World Cup in 1992 would be disappointing for Australia. With the event happening in Australia, expectations were incredibly high. As defending champions, every team feared Australia, but they would lose in the semis by 4 wickets to eventual winners, Pakistan.
That's it. Michael Whitney is bowled by Wasim Akram. It's all over. 2 points to Pakistan, a great victory.
They got further in their next edition, but here too, they would face disappointment. After defeating New Zealand and the West Indies in the knockouts, they faced a fired-up Sri Lankan side. Sri Lanka was not seen as a strong team at that
it's pronounced Sri Lanka? I thought it was Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka. Going in as the favorite, they shockingly lost by 7 wickets.
Australia won the match.
7 wickets.
However, by this point, a strong mindset had been drilled into the Aussies. They would not let a single defeat ruin their momentum. They went on to maintain their winning form and bravely bounced back to win the next edition in 1999. After beating South Africa in the semifinals,
Go for it.
Okay, Australia, okay.
They went on to decisively beat Pakistan by 8 wickets. This would be the start of their constant streak of dominance in World Cups.
Victory for the Australians. What a wonderful performance to win by 8 wickets in the World Cup.
Around this time, they even went on a 16-match winning streak in test matches. It lasted all the way up to 2001 when they lost against a resilient Indian side in Calcutta. But their amazing form just would not stop.
I heard that India is another team, national team, that is phenomenal, brother. Like, the way that people been talking about India, bro, like, I remember I had access. I always ask, like, who's your favorite team, you know what I'm saying? Because I get new viewers too, you know what I'm saying? So I would love to, it's just like an interaction thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, just right now. But, bro, people have literally said in the comment section, bro, that India is literally one of the greatest teams. So I'm like, I bet. So hopefully they have like a little like mini like documentary, not a documentary, but like a video like this that's just about India. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to react to that. I'm going to try to find a video. If y'all know a video, please leave that down in the comment section down below. And trust me, in due time, I'll get to it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
In the 2003 World Cup,
wait,
they won all...
another question, though. Hold on. I think the reason why I paused was literally to ask this. So, okay, y'all know in football, the World Cup happens every 4 years, right? When does the World Cup happen for cricket? Like every 2 years or something? Every 3 years? Or like, how does that work?
All of their matches. The Aussies won the biggest competition in cricket with ease. In the final, they defeated the Indians by a massive margin of 125 runs.
That's in the air, should be taken.
Too much airtime. Yeah.
Champions of the 2003 World Cup.
This was the way in which they completely mowed through the terrified teams for years to come. They were without a doubt the best team in international cricket at that time. But their winning streak just would not end and would go on. They just kept on destroying their opposition, even in the next World Cup in 2007. By that point, the Australian squad was a complete and experienced side under the brilliant leadership of Ricky Ponting. Moreover, many of their young prospects had matured into experienced veterans by then. They ravaged through their opposition and comfortably won the final against Sri Lanka. This was another World Cup in which they were unbeaten and dominant.
And that finally is that. Australia have won the World Cup of 2007.
Them boys going back to back to back to back.
Years of strong investment into their youth and careful nurturing of cricketers with different profiles had resulted in Australia easily cruising through 3 consecutive World Cup victories. Their strong emphasis on Test and first-class cricket meant that the dominance extended towards Test cricket too. Their experienced Test squad was dreaded by every team that played against them. In addition to this, their highly competitive domestic structure, such as the Sheffield Shield and Marsh One Day Cup, ensured that they always produced domestic cricketers of the highest quality. Even after many of their veteran players of their golden generation, including Ricky Ponting, Shane Warne, Glenn McGrath, and Adam Gilchrist, retired, the following generations were also terrifying to play against. Although they lost against India in the quarterfinals in the 2011 World Cup.
I've been hearing about India, boy.
And it's an emphatic win for India.
They managed to bounce back by winning the 2015 World Cup. This time, they would comfortably outclass both India and New Zealand on their way to winning on home soil. This would mark the 5th World Cup victory.
Heaves it away, that'll do it.
Steve Smith fittingly hits the winning runs, and Australia are champions of the world.
A testament to their dominance. At that point, Australia had gone from underdogs in 1987 to 5-time world champions.
Wait, hold on. 1987 and 19.
By 2015, there wasn't a single team that didn't fear them. Throughout the whole of the 2010s, they remained a competitive side in both ODIs and tests. Despite small setbacks, they were led by brilliant players such as Michael Clarke, Steve Smith, David Warner, Mitchell Starc, and Nathan Lyon. These players would form the core of their strength. While they would also help nurture the following generation of players as well, the new generation would also inherit the psychologically strong and winning-oriented mentality too, though the process of veteran players nurturing their following generations and so on. Australia has managed to consistently produce results. Along with their youth development, their strict section process has created heavily competitive and highly motivated squads even now. More importantly for them, losses only serve extra motivation to bounce back and Take the latest One-Day World Cup as an example. After going out early in the 2019 edition, they won the 2023 World Cup to win their 6th World Cup trophy by absolutely dominating in the finals against an unbeaten India side. Led by their fearless captain, Pat Cummins, they won
India is always this. Bro, I gotta find a video about India, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I got to, bro. I've been hearing that name too many times in my comment section and inside this video, bro. I got to, bro. Hopefully there's a video on them. They got it.
Strategically outclassing the men in blue.
Bang. He'll come back for 2. And Australia win the World Cup for the 6th time and in front of 120,000 people.
The Indians watched on helplessly as they lost to their home ground. The entire stadium was jam-packed with silent Indian supporters. The fact that Australia completely ripped through them just showed how truly dangerous they were.
Far and the match seems done. India is probably losing in all certainty, so it's going home.
The two next best teams had only won the World Cup twice. To simply explain why Australia is the most feared team, it boils down to their winning mentality. Their players are closely developed from a young age and even up to their entry into the senior squad. This goes on and on to ensure that their dominance continues across multiple generations. The main factor behind such a tradition is their careful planning and team structure. It is insanely difficult for a domestic Australian cricketer to get into the team simply because of the intense competition. The sheer legacy and prestige of the team means young Aussies train for years just to get a chance. Once they get in, of course they will give it their everything. As long as the mindset stays in place, they keep on rampaging through teams all over the globe. After their recent triumph in India, there's no indication whatsoever that their domination of international cricket will end anytime soon. The question remains, could the Aussies be embarking on another era of domination?
Could, hey, from what it's looking like, they could. I ain't gonna lie. What it's looking like right now, they possibly can. And another question, who y'all see I be watching. I'll be watching now. I'll be watching the game. I told y'all boys I'll be watching. Don't mind the little card thing right here, but yeah. Another question though. So I think I already asked when it's the World Cup, if I'm not mistaken. I think I did ask that. So is that every 2 years? All right. I really need help on that. I'm probably gonna end up looking it up probably after this video, but I love interacting with y'all. So I just ask y'all literally everything, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, I appreciate every single one of y'all boys for tapping in this video, man. I hope y'all boys are enjoying y'all New Year's as well, man. Please, please, please write down your New Year's resolutions, bro. Stick to those, bro, and work to those every single day, bro. And you will literally achieve everything that you want, bro. I'm going to be more like consistent on this channel. I'm trying to go for 365 days uploading literally every single day of this year. I've done it before, like when I was streaming a lot. Like before I started doing sports, I've done 365 days like consistently like streaming, and I've done that before. So I literally just did that 2025. So I'm gonna try to do YouTube, like literally dropping a video every single day. And maybe if y'all want double uploads, I will provide that for y'all later down the line. Maybe start in February, March or something like that. But we gonna see what the I guess YouTube has in store for us, what God has in store for us, man, what y'all have in store for me. And I just want to say thank you, bro. And I'm really grateful for having y'all as my community. And I hope to really see y'all inside of a live stream and keep showing that love and the support, bro. I don't know how many subs we going on. We trying to get into 2027, but hey. Matter of fact, we're gonna try to get 15, 20, 25K, bro. By December 31st, bro. January 1st. Let's see, bro. Who knows what can fucking possibly happen, bro? You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep grinding, though. But without further ado, I'm out of here, bro. My fault for yapping. And I'll see y'all boys in the next video, man. I'm out of here. Peace.